Using the Wagner Safety Planer for probably since like 2009. This is still the original one that I bought. I think I've sharpened the blades on it maybe like a few times. It's like one of the most like versatile little tools I think I've ever owned. Use it a lot, but in this instance, I'm using it to establish the final ridge line for this octave mandolin I'm working on. So I'm at the point where I want to carve the final profile and the thickness of the neck, and so I'll use the safety planer to kind of lightly skim and create a nice even thickness from where the nut is all the way to about where the heel and the volute kind of comes up. So that way you can get a nice consistent even feel all the way along the fingerboard. There are other ways to do this, but this is just the method I use, and I can kind of dial in specific for that client the preferences they have for the neck profile or the overall thickness I'm trying to get for that instrument. So this is about how I go about doing it. I make sure the underside of the Wagner Safety Planer is barely hitting the surface I'm going to be taking material off of. And then I'll slightly reduce that distance just a little bit. You don't want to take a lot off because it's just going to create blowout, chip out, and all that stuff. And I don't want that at this point in the project. As you can see, you know, I was using a very coarse rasp beforehand, and you can kind of see this where the safety planer went. And that's a great reference line when you are carving the neck. I'm actually going to take a little bit more off. I think I'll start with that. I like to leave a little bit of extra material to kind of just create just design and for support for where the truss rod pocket is. And then I'll also leave some extra material here, depending on how I want to profile and carve that up. So again, safety planers, I don't know if they make this specific one. This says Tulsa, Oklahoma on it. Again, it's probably like 13, 14 years old, but super useful, super handy. And that's just one of the many things I use it for.